This is an audio slate for dive H2075. UTC time is 231810. Mark.
Winch control. Go for control. Oh, stopped at 50. You ready to take control?
Control is ready for control.
Control enabled.
Okay, Gabby, do we have the green light to start? Okay, gotcha. All right, well, to our viewers, welcome and good morning from Palau. It is currently 8:30 a.m., November 6th, right? Am I looking at the...
Yep.
November 6th, I'm losing count on my days. Okay, let's get started with a little bit of introductions. We'll start from the back first because our front team is getting things situated. I'll start. Hi everyone, my name is Lottie Halleck. I am your SCF or Science Communication Fellow for the 8 to 12 watch.
Ali, I'm Jeff Drazen. I'm a professor at University of Hawaii, and I'm a science team lead for this 8 to 12 watch.
Good morning, my name is Piera. I work at the Palau International Coral Reef Center, and I'm a scientist on this leg, and I'm also on watch 8 to 12.
Hello everyone, my name is Noelle. I am the science coordinator with the Ocean Exploration Trust, and I will be sitting as the data logger for this watch.
All right, when our pilots and nav are ready to do their introductions, they'll do it, but...
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Good morning, everybody. This is Derek Sowers. I'm the mapping operations manager for Ocean Exploration Trust, and I'm working as the navigator for this shift.
You're not on SPL.
I'm Gabby Inglis. I'm ROV lead for this cruise, and I'm sitting in the Herc seat right now.
Hi, I'm Rye, and I'm in the Atalanta seat for the 8 to 12.
Hello, I'm Max. I'm sitting in the video seat, and I'm a video engineering intern.
I'm going to switch us to dive special.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bridge, nav. Could we please track a line back to waypoint 1?
Yeah, try that. All right.
Sorry,
I don't know why, but
1350?
every dive I can't hear you when we start out.
Okay, so I believe let's talk about the dive plan. What do we have planned for
Sure.
today, Jeff?
All right, so we are diving on a seamount, or ridge-like seamount feature that's about 80 miles south of Angar Island to the south of the Palau main islands. And the dive sites that we're doing down here should be fairly different than the ones we were doing to the north of the islands or to the east of the islands. In this region of Palau's EEZ, we are in the equatorial countercurrent waters. That means that typically the surface waters are moving from the west to the east towards Central America. And we don't know exactly how that's going to affect currents at depth. We have some educated guesses, but we've got a ridge feature down here that is north-south trending, and we're going to go up the west side of it and then kind of follow the ridge along towards the top. So we'll start at about 1,350 meters of water, and we'll end up at the top of this seamount ridge feature at about 800 meters depth. I expect that we'll probably see, hopefully, a lot of corals and sponges if this is very current exposed. And because the summit of this seamount is shallower than about 1,000 meters, I'm kind of curious about the communities of fishes and other animals at the top. because it's shallow enough that during the day, a lot of the midwater animals could be hanging out at these depths and could be kind of bouncing off of this seamount and providing a food resource for a lot of top predators here. So for those of you who joined us briefly last night, this is a redo. This is the same dive we tried a few hours ago. We had a few issues with the at Atlanta, and our outstanding ROV team quickly rectified those issues, and we're giving it a go again.
ROV, you mind if I push past the vignette?
Go for it.
Thank you.
Also, you can adjust iris. I'm going to keep downlight off for now.
All right, I've got max iris right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe the camera's pointing down a little bit.
All right. So this is a redo dive. ROV team, did we find out what was wrong with Atalanta?
Yeah, we did. We blew a fuse on a thruster and light circuit.
Oh.
You can speed up a little bit if you want.
Okay.
If you're able.
I'm still remaining optimistic. Let's manifest some corals. Oh, squid.
There's a squid.
Is that normal for them to be at this?
Yeah, so we were seeing them last night, and actually on a couple of the night recoveries or deployments that we've done. Typically see them in the top 100 meters of the water because they vertically migrate like a lot of the organisms in the midwaters of the ocean. And so right now we're at about 500 meters depth. This is in the day, so they are down deep. They're hiding from all of those visual predators that are cruising around in the surface waters, things like tunas and swordfish, those kinds of animals. Yeah, so as we descend here in this part of the world, there was a little shrimp or krill. As you're looking at the video, you may see very small fishes, squids, other animals. Right now we're passing through what's called the deep scattering layer, and this is basically a layer of organisms during the day that scientists discovered shortly after World War II, actually, because they started using sonars. And the deep scattering layer refers to the scattering of sound. When they first saw this band on their sonars, they thought it was the seafloor, but it was actually just layers of animals that had migrated down to depth and were hiding out in the dark during the day. And now this is a very well-known phenomenon, and we're kind of passing through it now. Around here, it'll be about 500 down to maybe 800 meters or so. And there'll still be some animals all the way down to about 1,000 meters, but the bulk of it is between about 500 and 800 around Palau. So it's an incredible migration of animals. They are not very large. Most of them are only a few inches long, and they are migrating hundreds of meters up to the surface to feed in the more productive surface waters at night under cover of darkness, and then they're dropping back down typically less than 12 hours later to great depths. So that migration is the single biggest migration of biomass on the planet. It happens every single day all around the world, almost all around the world. And yeah, it's just impressive because these small animals are moving really large distances given their body size. It's not that big a distance for us, but for them it's quite a lot.
Do you know how many species of squid that we've been able to identify?
Only a couple so far. We've seen these squid, which are in the family Omistrophidae. They're the flying squids, and at great depths, we very briefly saw on the Atalanta camera big fin squid, Magnapinidae, and that animal has tentacles that are a couple meters long.
We also saw that, it might have been a squid last night while we were in blue water. I don't know if you recall. It's like Humboldt squid size, maybe?
Yeah, those are the flying squids. Yep.
Oh, you think that was still a flying squid?
Yeah, I think those are Omistrophids. Not sure which one.
Did you watch the video that we got of the mega pinna squid?
I did.
Did? Oh gosh. Max showed me the highlight of it. Oh, it's...
Yeah, it's otherworldly, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't even...
The short-bodied squid with these massive fins on the back and these tentacles extending out for meters in like a net. Yeah.
And it seems so unbothered too. Oh, what was that? Did you see something?
Yeah, it looked like, I don't know what they're called. Might be it's a worm of some kind with like a hammerhead shape at the top. An Atlantic,
Ketognath?
Heteropod?
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
I want to call it an arrow worm, but that might be wrong.
Arrow worms are ketognaths, yeah.
Yeah.
Gauges are good. Everything else looks good.
ROV team, what time until we reach the bottom? How many minutes?
$31 minutes.
31 minutes. Perfect. For my follow-up question. Okay, so we have a lot of viewers, obviously from around the world, who are very interested in this competitive field. My question is, I think this may be a two-part, I'm not sure. One, what is one challenge that you faced being in this field, and how did you overcome it? Yep, it's a two-part question. So our question is, what is the challenge? What is one challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome it? Open to the floor. If you want to let it marinate, let it marinate.
I can start with one.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
For me, a challenge really involved the costs associated with getting the first kind of entry-level experiences. At my university, I really wanted to do a scientific diving class, which allows you to then be able to dive with your university and collect data and become a research diver. But it costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of barriers to actually getting that, especially as an undergraduate student. And the only way that I was able to do it was because that program offered a couple of scholarships that I was able to get that funded my training. And that opportunity opened a lot of doors moving forward. But a lot of the initial internships in this field can be unpaid or volunteer-based, which I think is incredibly unfair and really limits who can participate and keeps people out of this field So that's certainly a continuing and evolving challenge, I think, with a lot of the ocean science disciplines. There are lots of incredible programs that do offer paid opportunities for students, so I would encourage people to seek those out. Like we said, they can be really competitive, but it's definitely worth it to try and aim for those opportunities when you can. And a plug then for our program. We do at the Ocean Exploration Trust's internships are paid, and those applications are open right now.
Yeah, OET, the 2025 application for the next expedition is open, so you can go on nautiluslive.org, and then you can just click I think the join tab or the expedition, and see what different types of internships that we have available for next year's expedition. And we all highly encourage you to apply, even if you don't get it, apply and apply and apply again. Don't give up. You got this. Oh, where am I looking at? Right there.
I could do a challenge, I suppose.
Go for it, Derek.
I think one of the challenges, like if you want to work kind of on the operations end of this sort of thing, is you're probably going to need to have a technical skill to bring to the table. Like depending on what role you want, you know, that's the skill you're going to kind of need to get either trained in, kind of like traditional coursework, or like we've talked about, hands-on experiences. In my case, I was doing pretty different work in shallow water. I was doing more work in bays and estuaries, science monitoring, like habitat restoration work, but I knew was interested in mapping and was interested in working more offshore. So I kind of needed like a technical skill that I didn't yet have. So even though I had been a fair number of years doing a different kind of emphasis in marine science, I knew that I kind of needed more training in what I was trying to get towards. So I found a program in ocean mapping and just started taking classes like part-time while I was working full-time, to try to get that new skill set. And then when I was able to get that, there was an opening that I was able to get with NOAA that needed that skill set. So I would just say like that's setting yourself up for taking advantage of opportunities when they come up, is just to have some sort of skill that's maybe really focused on what you're interested in, but also something that's going to be a useful part of the larger team, and that will give you some opportunities. Because if you're just a total generalist, sometimes it can be hard to get, you know, you want to be sort of like a useful component of the larger team. So
That's a good point. So if you know you're set on a certain career track and you look at that skill set, you have to go out and acquire that skill set.
yeah, I mean, sometimes it takes, like, just figure out kind of what would get your foot in the door. Is it is it a certification? Because it might not be a degree. It might just be like a technical certification in something where you could, you know, so figure out what's kind of needed, and you don't have to overdo it. But if you just hope that you can get a job that maybe you need some more retraining for, that's not the best strategy. You're going to want to actually physically figure out like what skills do I need and how do I go get them, and then just don't be afraid. Put yourself out there to talk to people and say, hey, this is what I'm trying to get towards. You know, can you mentor me a little bit on what I need to do to get there?
All right, thank you, Derek. Anybody else? Floor is open.
Well, I guess for research, also cost related. Yes, you don't always have the fundings you want to do the research you want, so that's also a challenge sometimes. Or the how do you say, the possibilities to do some specific research. For example, even simply the eDNA, and to go out here we need a big vessel, so that's not always possible to do that. So you have to try and catch the opportunities when you get them. So, well, thanks Nautilus for that. And yeah, so that's also a challenge sometimes, finding the money to do the research you want.
It's always the funding.
Yeah.
Almost always. Maxwell challenge, did you face any challenges becoming a
No, I've
video
never actually
engineer?
faced any challenges. No, I've certainly faced some challenges. I think video and cinematography in that sort of field is very similar to marine science, in that a lot of people want to do your job, and so it's hard to find paid opportunities and long-term paid opportunities as well. And so for me, what's really worked for me is also just building up my skill set as a videographer, much in the same way Derek was talking about marine science. It's just getting behind a camera whenever you can, taking opportunities to edit and do random projects. I unfortunately have had to do a lot of unpaid film work, but that has also allowed me to actually build up a resume and build competency with these skills so that I can take on paid opportunities like the Nautilus Live video internship, which is paid, which is awesome.
ROV team? Any takers?
Yeah, I can say something. Yeah, I mean, people have already talked about the monetary obstacles to getting into this field, so I won't continue on that. But yeah, let's talk about imposter syndrome, because I'm sure everybody in this room has it for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's probably been one of my biggest challenges in any part of my schooling or career, and only more so here. And when I figure out how to not feel that way, I will let you know. But for now, I'm going to feel like maybe if I am an imposter, then I'm getting a pretty good go of it. Pulling one over on all of you. No, I think just like, you just have to keep telling yourself you belong in these spaces as much as everybody else is belonging. And I don't look at anybody else in this room and think they don't belong, so why would I think I don't belong, you know?
Man, that just spoke to me, amen. Thank you, Rai.
Yeah, thanks, Rai.
No problem. For me, I think I would have to agree with Rai. The imposter syndrome, and I'm talking about, I'm coming from someone like a small island in the Pacific Ocean, and like as an educator, you hope to inspire your students to, let them know that they belong in these spaces too. So applying for OET, got in, but actually being here in person is kind of, honestly, intimidating, because this is the first time we've been out in something, be a part of something like this. It's great and all, but you just have to really get out of your head and really tell yourself positive affirmations and say, okay, you belong here, you're here for a reason. You're doing this not only for yourself, but you're representing your country, where you come from, your students are watching. So you picture them looking at you like, oh, if Miss Lottie can do it, I can do it too. Wow, it's an awesome ROV team. What do they do? Data logger. Oh, researcher. What? eDNA. Working at professor, University of Hawaii. Navigator. What? Video engineer. Love it. Love watching It's just watching and hearing everyone from different career tracks, listening to their stories, their challenges, how, I mean, we're still going through challenges right now, but we've overcome a lot, and then that's why we're in this room right now. So, yeah, very proud of y'all, team. But yeah, that's one of my challenges, is just that imposter syndrome. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for answering my follow-up question. Chat, if you have any questions about the team, put them in the comment box. We'd love to answer your questions. Or you can go on nautiluslive.org and find out more about the team and what we do. Okay, awesome. Oh, God. Everyone, yes, it is very cold in the control.
It seems unnecessarily cold in the control van.
Tell that to the computers, Jeff.
Well, the reason why it's so cold is because we have to keep the text cool. We don't want anything to overheat. Overheating is not good for anything or anybody.
Basically in a room with lots of computers, lots of electronics running very warm.
So you need it really cold.
Right. It's also quite warm in Palau, so
Yep.
that just supplements the need to keep it very cold inside the
For
control
those of
van.
us living on Pacific Islands, this is very cold.
Yeah. Oh,
I get cold in Palau all the time.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I dive with my 5mm wetsuit and I get cold.
We have blankets on the couch at my house in Hawaii.
Oh, what?
Different worlds.
Yeah.
It's whatever you get used to.
Noelle, does it get cold in Fairbanks?
I think it's already got a lot of snow there, hasn't it?
We've got some snow.
Yeah.
I love playing the game of what temperature is it at home today? It's actually not been that bad. I think today was like 13 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my God.
What?
That's nice. That's
Mhm.
t-shirt weather.
13 degrees Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit or so?
Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oh. Wait, that's t-shirt weather for you?
Ooh, next week is cold.
what's in Celsius?
Next week
Lottie,
the high
you
is
and I
0.
would be in jackets and ski pants.
13 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius is like, I think it's like -10.
Oh boy.
That might not be perfect, but it might even be. Oh yeah!
Oh no,
look at me.
that's hibernation.
That's winter
That's
already.
you don't get out of your house.
Last year in Fairbanks, it was -50 for about 2 weeks. That's the coldest I have experienced in for a long time.
Oh my
No.
god.
That's a new one. Which it used to be -50 pretty regularly in Fairbanks winters, and it's getting warmer. Which
Warmer as in?
now we're talking -40 instead of -50, so it's balmy.
Wow.
No.
By comparison, it is a balmy 4 degrees centigrade outside the Hercules right now. We consider that part of the ocean quite cold, but not compared to Fairbanks.
13, I would like, be wearing 30 layers.
As she's bundling up right now.
Yeah. It's just one layer. Can't you imagine? Oh.
Speaking of temperature, that reminds me, I was talking about the other night the hermit crab study my friend did.
Yeah.
And the result of her study was that in warmer temperatures, the smaller hermit crabs had a higher percent chance of winning the battle for the anemone in the arena.
The smaller ones?
The smaller ones. For our viewers, the experiment was putting hermit crabs in a small tank. And these hermit crabs typically will put anemones on the shells that they take and wear and use. But the experiment was removing the anemones and then putting 2 hermit crabs with 1 anemone in the center. And usually the bigger hermit crab would get the anemone. But when the water was warmer, the bigger hermit crabs were less aggressive. And so while they were still mostly victorious, they occasionally lost. I'm not sure what the implications of that are, but I think it's pretty interesting.
And if you are a viewer right now and you're wondering why we're talking about hermit crabs when we're about to dive into the deep sea, the reason is that we have been seeing a lot of hermit crabs down at great depths, and most of them are attaching an anemone to their back as a form of protection. So it's a really common strategy for deep sea hermit crabs to use. So a number of us have been reading up on hermit crab biology to understand these really fascinating creatures. I'll bet you we will find one today on this dive. So there's a question in the chat, what are your favorite creatures? Hermit crabs are definitely one of them.
Hermit crabs and anemones. And now adding to it is the ravioli star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Are we going to be at the possible sharks depths here?
Sharks?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're at depths where we might see sharks or rays, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen sharks, right?
No, I mean, they're
Rare.
pretty fast, and so with the big, bright, noisy ROV, they typically go the other way. That's definitely a group better sampled with the baited cameras.
Yeah.
Other tools. But we do see them occasionally.
What kind of sharks are in Palau waters?
I can talk about the deep water ones.
Yeah, deep water ones.
There are actually sleeper sharks, which are very large black colored sharks. There are cook sharks and prickly sharks. These are all sharks that get several meters in length, really big, heavy-bodied, kind of slow-moving deep-sea sharks. And there are a number of smaller lantern sharks that have lights on their bellies and on their bodies.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And ghost sharks, which are not actually sharks, but they are a really primitive group, often called chimeras or ghost sharks, but we may see those down here. They have really big floppy pectoral fins, and they don't have the big toothy mouths that a lot of sharks do, but they are a cartilaginous fish. And there's a few deep water rays too. They're typically much more shallow. They probably wouldn't see them on this dive, but
I'm hoping to see
but
some.
that's a few of the ones that are about.
Are they very small, the lantern sharks?
A lot of the lantern sharks are quite small. Yeah. maybe a foot or two long. There's quite a few species worldwide. Yeah, and they a lot of them are mid-water. They actually don't spend a lot of time near the seafloor, but up in the water column.
Nice.
I hope we see all of that for our last dive for this leg.
Yeah. Can I do that? Yeah. Sorry. Probably mumbled.
Derek and his communication strategies again.
Always a work in progress.
Okay. If you're just now tuning in, good morning from Palau. It is currently 9:07 Palau time, November 6th, so we're in the future. Just kidding. We are currently going to explore an unnamed seamount south of Angkor Island. Expected dive duration about 16 hours. The expected maximum depth is 1,351 meters. So we're all excited to see the seafloor. We do have some expectations of what we want to see, but we won't know until we arrive.
Bottom's in sight.
Oh.
And I'm backing down a little bit. We'll keep increasing the delta. Copy that. Oh, nice. There's an Iridogorgia right away.
Outstanding.
Bodes well for this
Look at
dive.
that. Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Bathopathes.
Fingers crossed. There we go. Sweet.
Is that a cutthroat eel on the right?
Where is it?
On the right side.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, that'd be. I think that's a cutthroat eel or Snaphobranchidae. Little cup coral there. Another black coral on the boulder.
You want to try spinning around?
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff right away. This is Yeah, this bodes well.
Okay. Nice setup. That's great. There I am. Okay, looking good. Video, do you want a white balance?
I would love a white balance.
yes.
Rye, when you're ready, you want to set us up for a white balance? I'm going to turn on downlight for you. So, there you go. That's fine right there. I'll center it up. Okay, video. It's all yours.
All right, thank you. Could we move the camera a little bit to the left? Just want to get as much white in the frame as possible. And then, are the ROV porch lights off?
We have downlights on. That's what they're called. Would you prefer them off? We do most of our flying. Well, I usually have them on, but Dan usually has them off. So,
would those be the porch lights, likely?
they're under the porch lights right now.
Okay, let's leave those lights on.
Yeah.
That was a little bit too dark. Okay, thank you. Okay, just give me a second now.
Yeah, are you okay with how things are centered up?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
great. Thank you for asking.
It's oil from the wrist. Yeah.
All right, and you all right if the camera goes dark for a second?
Yep.
Okay, going dark. All right, doing our white balance now. All right, we should be good to go. Totally.
And then we'll turn off pressure to the arm. Yep, hit the blue button. and I'm going to isolate it, and then it'll only have return pressure on it. Draft valve is off. And we'll want to keep an eye on res. And we don't have the red book, do we? Okay. Yeah, it's all good.
Ooh, we got a Bathygatus over here. You guys are settled. If you can zoom on that fish, that would be great.
Can you circle it for me?
Upper right.
Okay. Go for zoom video.
So these guys are relatives of the other Macquarian rat tails that we see, but Bathygatus has got these really extended fin rays on the pelvics, the pectorals, and the dorsal fin, and all these rays are basically like a radar dish for these animals. They're probably using them to sense vibrations in the water column and detect prey that way. And unlike the rat tails,
Okay, go wide.
the Bathygattids have this really tall second dorsal fin.
When you guys are ready, can we get a Niskin too, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
This is Niskin 1.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm watching. Yeah, it went.
Thank you.
What was the sample number on that?
075.
Thank you. Is everybody ready to move?
Sure. Or I don't know if you were asking us.
I am ready to move. Are you
Yeah,
ready to move?
I'm ready to move.
Okay.
Sweet.
Let's go check out these boulders up here to the top left then.
Awesome.
If we see that beautiful Iridogorgia again, I'd love to look at that.
I think that's just a little up on the right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
There's another
that's
one.
it right there, or it's another one. Look at that.
That's really nice.
Wow.
Wow. Venus flytrap anemone on the stock.
Bridge nav.
Go for zoom.
Could you please do 30 meters, bearing 092 at 0.3 knots? Thank you.
Fantastic. Iridogorgia,
They are
probably Magnospiralis.
Stunning. Wow.
Okay, go wide. See a little sea star up ahead? Go for zoom. That's good.
This is a little different than what we were calling the ravioli star on past dives. We're shallower here, so probably still a Goniasterid,
wide.
but not sure which one.
Oh, remind me what our actual direction to move is.
So another Bachypathes
092,
there
roger.
too.
Can you take that heading?
Yep.
And I'll slowly come around to that as well.
Sounds good.
It could be in the genus Astroceramus.
Sorry, 092.
Can you repeat that name, Jeff?
Of the sea star?
Yeah.
Astroceramus. And that's a question mark. I'm not certain of that.
Fish.
Oh, there's a little fish.
Where are you looking?
Bottom of the screen. Just moved. Swam off camera.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just keep going. It's okay.
Okay,
Okay, my heading is 092.
thank you. Jeff, my eyes aren't tuned to find fishes yet this morning. I keep missing them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta fix this.
I know. I'll work on it. I've got still half a cup of coffee to go through.
All right.
It's because we didn't do our dramatic fish zooming all the way down through the water column to really get the
Oh
eyes
my
working.
gosh.
That was fun.
It was hard.
I think that's what
coral?
blew the circuit, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Jeff had too much power.
Atalanta
through.
couldn't handle it.
Atalanta's used to running the show. It's actually the vehicle behind the curtain.
Black coral here.
something on it.
Yeah, what is this thing right in the bottom of it, the reddish thing?
Push in a little further.
Can't tell if that's on the rock behind. No, it's on the coral.
Yeah.
Is it not just a brittle star, maybe?
It could be.
You can push in a little further.
Yeah, that's back soon.
Okay.
Machilians? No.
You still don't know what they are?
No. Hoping maybe somebody in the chat will be able to identify what we're looking at here. For a second I thought maybe it's a ctenophore, but they would normally have long tentacles streaming out, so it's not that.
I might be able to see tentacles on my monitor,
Oh yeah?
Jeff. I think on the one on the left, just like, maybe I'm seeing things. Actually, I take it back.
Oh yeah, Brian says.
Yep,
ctenophores.
okay. They are ctenophores.
Okay, go
I
on.
think ctenophores, thanks.
Mind if I reset the DBL?
Go for it.
And Chris Kelly from the chat is saying that black coral that we were looking at with the ctenophores on it is probably Alternopathes.
Cool.
Hey, Ryan, I'm going to adjust the iris on Atalanta.
Oh, this is neat.
Copy, adjusting iris and Atalanta. Go ahead.
I think we might have a sea star eating a coral here.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, sorry.
Go for zoom.
So
That
I
was
get
my
to
bad.
use the coral predation button, Brian?
1 second. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad I said something. I don't know why, but the auto iris on Atalanta is really finicky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nom nom nom.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and you can see where it stripped the polyps right in the middle of this black coral.
You can push in further.
Okay, Brian wants lots of pictures.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this sea star you can see the fuzzy polyps out on the ends of the branches, but in the middle where the sea star has been crawling up, it has just eaten all of the coral in the middle.
And you can see why it's called a black coral.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and you can see why it's called a black coral.
Oh,
The
yeah.
skeleton, when
Skeleton.
free of all of the polyps, is black.
Now, is that going to be likely fatal to this coral, or can they regrow polyps later if they're not totally stripped?
I think that to some extent polyps can regrow, but this is looking pretty catastrophic for this coral right now.
Thanks. You guys getting the pictures that you need?
I am getting pictures, yes.
Okay.
Do we want to try to get one in the bottom super high resolution camera?
Yeah, we can. Go wide.
Let's try to do that.
And feel free
Can
to
I?
zoom.
Yes, I'm going to start that now. That is all the zoom we've got.
Okay.
And Max, help me focus this thing because I'm looking from way back here.
Do you want me to get the monitor?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. 1 sec.
Our science chat is just saying that this is quite an unusual observation. This isn't something that we see very often, these sea stars eating the black corals. So this is pretty cool.
Bodies that look pretty in focus.
Nope.
God, we keep moving in and out.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
on the
you.
bottom.
No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. It's just a little.
Did you try autofocus?
It's just operator error.
You starting to get what you need there, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I saw it.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks.
Can we check the red thing below?
The red thing below.
And
There's, yeah, wait, I can't see now.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a view of it here.
Where was it? Oh, in here.
Lottie or Jeff, could you hit quad sat on that video router now?
Go for zoom.
Maybe it's just a crinoid.
Where the heck is it?
Anemone?
There.
Anemone on a crab?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think this is a hermit crab. I think this is one of these homolid crabs. And they pick up pieces of sponge or anemones and they carry them around on the back 2 legs. But they're doing the same kind of thing as hermit crabs. They're
Okay,
carrying these
go
things
wide.
around for protection.
Cool.
Do we have what we need here?
Yes. Let's
Awesome.
keep going.
Thank you. That was cool.
Bridge nav.
Yeah, that was definitely really cool.
Brian's very happy.
30
Oh,
meters,
nice.
bearing
glad.
092, please. So pilots were likely to keep this heading for probably until waypoint 2.
Okay, sounds good. Where's waypoint 2? Is it up at the top there?
Yeah, so we're just going to be going up a fairly steep slope.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Just cross contour.
Go for zoom. Anthomastus? Or pseudo-anthomastus?
Yeah. Great. Let's keep going.
Okay, go on.
Do we want to try to collect a rock sample?
Yeah, we probably do. This is all so broken up and talusy looking. I don't know.
If we
Don't know
find
exactly where. Let's see if we can find a bigger outcrop.
Oh yeah, I see it. Let's go look. It doesn't look like a sea pen, guys. Sorry to disappoint. Go for zoom.
Not C-pen.
Not sea pen.
That is, looks like a Bathypathes, black coral. Let's take a look at this little white coral up here.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
few.
Okay, do you have any more zoom video?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do it.
Not much, but more than
And
I
then
thought I
if you can somehow figure out how to get an iris on an infinitely reflective little white dot. Beautiful. Nice.
I do not know what kind of coral this is. Okay. Oh,
Right.
Chris Kelly is thinking it's a stylasterid, and that is exactly what Brian Kennedy is thinking as well. So stylasterid it is.
Okay,
Cool.
go ahead.
That was indeed a challenge.
Good job, Max.
What's that?
That was a challenging one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it. That's awesome.
There's a few of these little white corals about
Yeah.
as well. Is this looking more like in this area, like sort of outcropping? Is this where maybe we should take a rock sample somewhere in here?
We can try. Ship is stopped.
Okay,
Try and break off
let's
something
try to
from...
break off something, yeah.
See, these are like these plate-shaped sort of pieces here. Do you think that these are like talus, or do you think these are
Well,
like, formed
from
here?
a little bit below, I thought maybe it was an outcrop, but the more I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, it's just a whole collection of things that rolled downhill. It's just all talus.
Okay. You want to keep moving?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Bridge nap. 30 meters, 092.
Little Anthomastus here.
Uh-huh.
Bonk. Go for zoom. And another little tiny of those.
Yeah, the stylosterids. Yeah. Little white corals. Oh, those guys are great. The Anthomastus.
Yeah.
Lots of
so
little
cool.
corals. There's a couple
Oh,
of different
yeah.
little corals. And there's a cup coral down there in the bottom, it looks like. And
Yeah, let's take a look
TV
at that.
antenna.
yeah, this little thing right here might be a...
Oh yeah, the TV antenna. It looks like a black coral that's like gotten parts of it eaten. Some cup coral here.
Do we have any more zoom, or are we all
I
zoomed
can get in a little closer.
Okay.
I think we might have a bit more to zoom. Sorry. Just testing
Yeah,
if
that's
we-
great.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, and the stylosterid.
Nice.
Some sort of a snail on the rock right there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. This is a really nice spot.
Yeah, it is.
See if we can see anything else. Okay, go wide.
Let's check out this sponge right here.
Okay. Go for zoom.
Jeff just really wants to see all the super reflective things.
Yeah.
And that is just, I think, the old base of something. Okay.
Super reflective things on
Super
black
reflective, yes.
Yeah.
rock. Good luck.
As contrasty as you can get. All right, let's go wide and
Okay, go wide.
head up.
There's some more little things here, little creatures. Go for zoom.
Yeah.
Maybe same as before.
This is what we've been
So
looking at.
is this one in the middle the same as these
As
little
far as-
I don't
stylasterids, or is
think it is.
I don't think it is
either.
either.
Let me see if I can get a side view of it.
Well,
Okay, push in further if you got it.
Yeah, it might be. It
I-
might just be a bigger colony of it.
what are the little arms below that? Is that a...
That's a brittle
Is that a
star.
brittle star?
Yeah.
Do you all have what you need here?
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
Mhm.
go wide.
Oh, there's a fish, bottom left. Looks like a rat tail. It just went out of frame. It's like bottom 1/3. You see it? It's about
No.
to pass the lasers.
I don't see it.
It's in line with the lasers now. It's like literally right on the lasers.
Right
Okay.
on the laser.
Oh, there
Oh, yeah, I
it is.
see
Go
it.
for zoom.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Good eye, Max.
Nice.
Yeah, was never going to see that.
Another one of the Gata, whatever.
Hold on. Yes, that is another Babigatus.
Babby Gathers.
Cool. You can see the little barbel coming off of his chin, sticking out straight in front of his mouth. Look at those long fin rays.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay,
Not
go
for
wide.
long, you won't.
I got to scramble, guys.
Yep. Good eye, Max.
Thank you.
That was really impressive. He has really good monitors, too. Like, when you sit down in front of those monitors, there's, like, no going back.
Yeah, it's mostly about the monitors.
Yeah.
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 Just kidding, Max.
Yeah, a good craftsman blames his tools, right?
Let's check
Yeah.
out the shrimp if we've got any room to
Yeah.
pause.
We
If
don't
not,
have,
keep going.
The ship's not moving right now, so
Okay.
go for zoom. I did not mean to imply that Max's skills are related to the monitor, but it also really helps.
He's also got a secret enhance button on
Yeah.
his monitor.
Well, we all do. All scientists do. That's how they do it in the movies.
Enhance.
Yeah.
So that looks like pneumatic arsinus. Great, thanks. We can keep going.
Okay, go wide.
Instead of zoom and focus, you should say zoom enhance next time.
Jeff, are you doing anything with upper? Do you have it set up for any imaging, any regular imaging or anything?
No.
Okay. It's just gotten very,
It's
very choppy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can we look to our right at that large coral?
Oh,
You want me
really
to
tall
change
black
my
coral.
heading or just hang out?
I'll get this and I'll get out of the cabbage.
Okay.
Is this what you're looking for, Noelle?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
go wide.
you.
And then,
Okay, I need to get out of the cabbage here.
okay. When
What's
you
it-
find a
what-
good spot, we need to collect a rock. We got to
Okay.
find out what we're surveying here,
Okay.
even if it's talus.
Can you text the group and say that upper has gotten really choppy?
Yeah.
I'd love to know fiber levels and if we can restart it with no consequence.
This is quite a chunk of rock right here. I don't know
Lower
if,
looks great. Yeah, it is quite the chunk of rock.
I just don't know how you take a piece of that and with the ROV, but I'm looking for like
I
an
do
edge
see-
that's
I
sticking
see
out
an
or
edge
something.
here.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, this one. Well, meh, it's not very thin.
Herc needs a pickaxe.
What about some of that up there? Is that
Good try.
breakable?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Did you want anything besides just notifying them that it's choppy?
Did you just ask them if what the light levels are on it and if I can restart it?
Okay.
Okay, do you want to try and break off a piece of this rock?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm just going to come up a little bit. And then I'll be happy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
anything you think you can
here
break
or
off there.
here or anywhere it looks good. Did you ever see anything like that on the left, Pierre?
No, I was
It's like
just
it's
wondering what
dead
that
sponge or something.
is. It not part of the rock?
No, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just looking at the bottom faces of the rock.
I'm not sure.
So what I'm looking at is a little bit farther to the right. You can see an upper, looks a little more overhung and like further right. It might be, yeah, that, yeah.
Oh, warm.
Yep.
So video, the NDI stream coming from the WCAs is not choppy. Nice.
Oh, there you
Beautiful
go.
job.
Can you bring it up to the camera for a close-up view? And that's looking very light-colored, like it's carbonate.
All of my feeds on ROV Upper are quite choppy.
Okay. Yeah, NDI tools is not.
Huh.
Okay, do we want the carbonate?
We do.
Okay, sounds good. Science, where do you want to stow this?
Noelle, thoughts?
Everything's open, so maybe whatever's easiest for you.
I think probably starboard box is
yeah.
going to set us up the best.
Great.
We are full wide. I can vignette
Let's
if
make
you'd like.
sure. Did you get a picture of it, Science?
Yeah, can we get it actually a little closer to the camera? I don't know if you can spin it so we can actually see the broken edge a little bit. Cool. Can you spin the rest at all? Excellent. Yeah, let's zoom just a little bit. There we
Little
go.
coral on it.
Yeah, a little baby coral.
Oh.
Great. That's what we need. Thank you.
Okay. What was that video?
What was what?
Did you swap a feed?
No, I think your
Okay.
sample salvo swap the feed.
It just took a long, okay.
Yeah, I didn't hit
Okay.
anything.
Here, I can, I'm going to push out a little bit further on starboard box. You want to try and put it in one of the smaller ones? They're all open at this point, so you can just pick one.
Nice.
And that's second from the forward side, right?
But yep, that's second from forward.
Thanks.
Okay, you ready? Let me know when you're ready for the next salvo. Yeah, video, that was a weird effect. That last monitor switched it up just way later than the others.
That's interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what that would be.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Was it the bottom left?
It was
Of the
upper, it was upper left.
Upper left, huh?
Okay. I'm gonna power cycle the upper cam there. Video, did you copy?
Copy.
Thanks. Okay.
We ready to move on?
Science, are you
Yep.
happy with that sample and ready to move on?
We are.
Okay, I'm just gonna get out in front real quick here.
Okay.
Nice job with that sample, Rye. Yeah, you can note down that the upper video got choppy. The light level was -13. And we'll see if this fixed it, whether power cycling it fixed it. Yeah, it did.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Dead sponge. Yeah.
Okay, you can start the ship moving.
There's a large outcrop on our left, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bridge nav. Please do 30-meter move, 092.
Sea cucumber?
Let's take a look at that sea cucumber and that shrimp over there.
Sure thing.
Wow, first sea cucumber.
What's our speed, though? You had us moving. Sorry.
0.3.
Okay, cool. Go for zoom. We might actually want to slow that down in a second here. Maybe for the next move. Are we getting into the steep stuff? Push in more?
A little steeper than it has been, yeah.
Huh, this guy's got a frill of little feet sticking out around the side.
Okay, go wide.
Thanks.
Bonk.
Fish.
Oh, yeah, fish on the right. Big one.
I'll see what I can do to get over there. Can you point it out to me again?
It moved down.
No, I still see it. It's in the like center frame now, almost. Center right. It's in line with the lasers.
Okay. Can you zoom to frame it?
Yeah.
Can't really. Oh, I see it. Okay, cool.
Cusk eel of some kind.
Can you push in further?
Absolutely.
Is it transparent?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. It's not transparent, but the top of it looks maybe a little translucent.
Or maybe, yeah.
Are you getting what you need here?
Well, really, I want the fish to turn on his side, but I don't think this fish will cooperate.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, go
Thanks.
wide. Yeah. That was just for troubleshooting.
Oh, let's take a look at that. Maybe corallium or something on the right.
Ooh.
Right there.
Oh.
And a crazy
Oh, wow. Chrysogorgid. Really nice.
Go for zoom.
Do we have any more zoom?
Yeah, we can.
Brian is on it.
You want me to zoom more?
Hemicorallium.
Just give me 1 second. I can square it up
Hemicorallium.
more.
Totally.
Okay, push in further. There you go. Nice.
Pretty.
Oh, that's great. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, go wide.
What's the name of this coral?
Hemicorallium. So this is one of the precious corals. These are one of the corals that they would have used for jewelry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think all corals are precious.
A little urchin, maybe?
Yeah, let's zoom on that.
Okay. Go for zoom.
Sidarid of some kind.
Okay, go wide.
Was that the kind we
Might
sampled?
have been Canopadina.
Sorry, I keep getting off in the cabbage. Oh,
Oh.
I see a fish.
There's a fish right there in that camera. Right there.
Eel?
Nice cutthroat eel.
Okay, go for zoom.
Cutthroat eel?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Is it eating something?
They frequently do this when we come up upon them, and I think it's kind of... I've wondered if it's like a threat display or something like that, but I don't know, this guy keeps doing it, so...
I'm
not
threatened.
certain.
He
You're
looks
threatened?
terrifying.
He could take Kirk.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Okay, go wide.
All right, let's go.
ROV, do you mind if I step away for a second to try and troubleshoot a monitor?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
What is
look at that guy. This is a very interesting sea cucumber.
Video is working on troubleshooting right now, so I'll get as close as I can.
The ship is stopped, so
Okay, thank you.
shouldn't be getting pulled.
Oh, great. We can wait then.
That's great, thank you.
Any thoughts on what that one is?
No.
Are you ready for me to move on, or do you want to wait on a zoom?
If we can wait a second and get a zoom, that would be great.
We can wait a second.
There's
Okay.
also that sea star down below it,
Where is the sea star?
just to the left and down from the
Oh,
sea
yeah. Looks like a little brittle star, maybe?
Sorry about that. Do we want to zoom?
Yeah. Let's get a zoom on it.
I have not seen one like this before. Is there any chance we could collect this? Is this going to be accessible enough, or is that rock over it
I think
gonna
it
get in the
should be
way?
accessible.
There's
Okay.
a fish to the left as well.
Yeah.
Go wide. You can take a look at the fish.
Might
and
be the
then
same
set up.
one.
Oh,
Oh.
another cutthroat eel.
Go for zoom video.
They love the camera.
This looks like Synaphobranchus. This might be Aphanus or Cowpie or I don't know, one of the, there's a couple this could be, but I think it's Synaphobranchus.
I wish it would hold still.
Cutthroat eels are not very good at that.
Okay. Well,
Let's
set up for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Should we go wide?
Yeah, you can go wide. Did you see this one, Jeff? Do you think it's this?
What is that one? Late Magonidae?
Magonidae, but that's quite a bit deeper than this observation is at 2,600 meters. Possibly.
Are we sampling something here?
Yeah, the cucumber. Do you feel stable where you are with Atalanta?
Here, I'm gonna come up a little bit.
Okay. I don't think anything's moved in a while.
Okay.
My first instinct is to try and just pick it up with the suction, like not to suction it, but to pick it up with the suction and put it in the forward box. Is
Sure.
that how would you do this? What do you recommend?
I'm judging whether this thing would actually go up the slurp sampler tube.
So
It's close. It's not.
only